Welcome to episode 1 of a brand new show, the Porter Pridecast. I'm your host, Brett Hespel, social studies teacher, boys basketball coach, Lockport High School, joined by my co-host over here, Mr. Adam Decaire. Mr. Decaire, what do you got to say to the people?
Also social studies teacher at Central, football coach here representing our Porter Pride, ready to go.
So you are here for the inaugural episode of the Porter Pridecast. Our goal is to bring you all the highlights, all the happenings that are going on in Porter Pride country. Let me put it this way. This is the only place you can get this kind of analysis on all things Lockport Porters. Right here at the Porter Pride. You were in the right spot if that's what you're looking for.
Right.
What do you think about that, Decaire?
That's right. Nobody talks Porters like we talk Porters. You know, this is one of Coach Fessel and I's many ideas. This one actually is coming true. You know, we're known for coming up with a lot of ideas that never happened. So no, we're really excited to get this going and, like Coach Fessel said, talk some Lockport sports, show our Porter Pride, and especially hear from some of our student athletes.
Well, and speaking of student athletes, on this inaugural episode here, we are joined by two seniors, two soon-to-be graduates of Lockport Township High School. We have down here Miss Sawyer Hollitz, who was a member of the girls basketball and badminton programs. Hi, Sawyer.
Hi.
And then right down here, we have Mr. Marcos Volgaris, Lockport football and baseball. What's going on, Marcos?
You know, I'm ready to talk Lockport. I'm ready to talk Porters. I'm ready to talk sports. This is about to be the best thing made of all time. I'm ready. I hope the fans are ready. Let's get it going.
Well, we're recording here 2 days after the Last Dance documentary ended. Did you guys watch that?
Oh, yeah. Of course I did.
So there's like this void where all these people no longer have this entertainment. So we're going to hopefully fill that void with some epic discussion on Porter athletics here.
Worldwide.
At least, at least District 205 wide. Our first episodes here, we're going to highlight the 2019-2020 school year and kind of go back through some of the top highlights from Lockport athletics. We had a fall season and a winter season. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19 concerns, our spring sports were canceled this year. And so we want to kind of review some of those highlights, celebrate the class of 2020 a little bit, remind everybody all the good stuff that happened while we're kind of apart here since school's been canceled. So that's our goal. So let's get rolling. Coach Decaire, what we got first?
Yeah, so we're going to go through, we got a top 10 list, in no particular order, highlighting some of the major moments from the school year. So we're going to do 2 sports per episode. So this first sport we're going to take a look at is our cheerleading program. All right, so Marcos, you want to kick us off here and talk about Lockport cheerleading?
Yeah, I'll start us off here, starting off with our first highlight of the many. We're going to go with our Lockport cheer team. Great team, camaraderie was incredible. Me being an L-Town leader, I was at many of the game, meets, I guess you can say, or whatever they're called, and they're spectacular. All right, so we'll come out on their highlights here. First highlight, our Lockport cheer team placed 3rd in the Coed division at IHSA State and earning the highest score in Lockport cheer history on day 1. That's something incredible. That's something insane. Something never before seen. And one of the great highlights of the team, number 2, would be hosting their own competition in Lockport for the first time in many years. We always get the hardware. We had to show people what our school was like. That's just how our cheer team does it. And this team had to push through a lot of obstacles. They've been through a lot. Right before their home meet, actually, they had some injuries on the team. They had to do their performance. The dog's barking in the background. That's Coco.
Number one fan.
Yeah, he's cheering for me right now. But like I was saying, actually for our home meet, our Lockport cheer team, they had some injuries, so they were facing some adversity, and to overcome that, they did a brand new. Oh my God! Let's shut the store real quick. I apologize. We're gonna have to cut this. You gotta stay out here, Mom.
Did you just blame your mom?
Oh, we just lost one viewer. We lost a viewer.
All right, so at our home meet, our Lockport team, they had to face some adversity, and they had some injuries. So what are we gonna do? Well, being the team that they are, they had a brand new routine. So we told from the coaches, brand new routine, haven't practiced it as much, new configurations, knew everything with the people that they didn't have, performed it, hit it basically to perfection. I was there. I was in shock. I'm like, that's when I just knew. This team's the real deal. And that's just one story that defines that team, being one of the greatest dynasties in Lockport sports is our cheer. So hats off to them.
Dynasties. Decaire, you want to go first? What things do you like about the season?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that we'll highlight, on all these episodes is just the rich tradition in Lockport athletics, not just in the cheerleading program, but all sports. But looking specifically at Lockport cheer, I mean, there is so much success there in their past. Obviously, taking third this year in state, huge success there. But you walk into our gym and look up at the banners, and I think those banners speak for themselves and show the type of commitment and the that rich tradition of winning that the cheerleading program has. As a football coach, the cheerleaders are always there, home games and away games, but you don't really get to truly appreciate everything that they do until that competition season starts. And at the basketball games, when it's a little easier to, you're inside. But I think, like Marco said, the hardware and the banners that they put up on that wall really speaks to the type of program they have, well coached top to bottom, the dedication and commitment that all those cheerleaders have. So, great program, a lot of rich history.
Well, we're talking things we like about cheerleading. Commitment is the word that comes to my mind. During basketball season, we'll occasionally practice over at Central Campus. And, being a winter sport athlete, you go to school when it's dark. And by the time you come out of practice, it's still dark. And you're wondering whether there was ever any sunshine. But no matter what time of night when we leave at Central Campus, I always notice that the cheer program is back there in the small gym still going at it. So the time it takes to master those routines, and I mean, if you think about it, in a football game or in a basketball game, there are many plays, and so you can overcome maybe a mistake here or a mistake there. In cheerleading, you got one routine and you've got, 25 people on the mat at one time that have to be coordinated. So that kind of timing and consistency and precision is, impressive with the amount of time it takes to work to get to that. Marcos and Sawyer, as fellow students, your perspectives, maybe we'll start with Sawyer of the cheer program.
Yeah, so like Marco said, they had a home meet this year, and I went to that, and they were the last to perform. And their routine was just jaw-dropping, and I was just so amazed of how well they did and all their energy, and everyone's eyes are on them. And like Mr. Haspel said, they only have the routine for like 3 minutes, and you really have to work hard on that. And they got third at state. So I think that's a huge accomplishment, and they did so good this season.
Marcos, any other thoughts on the cheer program?
Yeah, the hard work and the dedication that goes into it. Now, with 20-something teammates on the team doing the same exact thing, the same exact time, with perfect cues to music, that's pretty difficult. I play football. Getting 11 guys to do that is also very difficult. And that's just one play. This is a whole massive performance. I'm going there. I'm seeing Gray doing flips in the air. I'm thinking, how is this even possible? There must be a trampoline under the ground. I'm in shock. They are something special, and they will continue to be, because I know we got some girls on the team, some girls who graduated on the team going to cheer in college, and they'll be successful. And I know the team back here is still going to be successful. So they're fun to watch.
Yeah, good stuff from our cheer program. Third place in state this season. Congratulations to them. Definitely displayed their Porter pride. You know what time it is, Decaire?
What time is it?
We're going to take a break, and we're going to be back with everyone's favorite game. They don't know it yet, but everyone's favorite game.
Soon to be favorite game.
Lockport Trivia. We'll be right back.
You don't have to answer that question. I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
All right, we're back here with our first ever trivia segment, the Porter PrideFACTS, because all we care about, you got some stretching going on here. All we care about is the truth and the facts here, all Porter. So, contestants, what I have is 2 questions. We have 1 per sport that we're highlighting. And
did you make these questions up?
No, I had some help. So shout out to Coach Ziemba of the cheerleading program and Coach Mraz of the girls volleyball. So thank you. You will be receiving a special announcement and gift and prize from our sponsor, which we are still looking for.
It's unsponsored segment. Unsponsored segment right here. Porter PrideFACTS.
Stay tuned to that. So the only rules here is that I will read the question. Yeah, we're stepping it up here. I'll ask the question. Contestants, when you feel like you have an answer, you want to take a guess. We're going old school here. We're going nose goes. So whoever has the first crack at it, you'll get a point. And obviously, the most points is going to win. And right now, Mr. Hespel has kindly decided to donate Lockport boys basketball T-shirts as a prize. So thank you. Look, sporting the first prize.
I didn't agree to that. I don't know where that came from, but okay. Sounds good.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. So here, this first question is from our cheerleading. So again, shout out Coach Ziemba. How many state final top 3 trophies has the cheer program earned? Marcos.
Don't punch yourself in the face. That's
we're just going to take a guess.
That's 7. The point. That is the point to guess.
7.
You say 7?
That's my guess. My guess is 7.
7 is incorrect. Sawyer, chance to steal.
9.
9 is correct.
Yeah.
Sawyer with the first ever correct trivia answer.
That's like
thank you.
That could be a trivia question one day.
That is.
Who was the first one to ever get
that down?
Yes. In the archives.
All right. And question number 2. This is for our girls volleyball program. So again, shout out Coach Mraz for this question is coming all the way from Florida.
Oh.
In 1993, when the girls program won their last state championship, they defeated Downers Grove South in 2 sets. What was the combined score for Downer South in those 2 sets?
Come on, Ross. What kind of question
Right.
is this?
Let's think of this here. All right. 2 sets. Obviously,
Notice it's a math question coming from Mr. Math Mraz.
Horrible.
Sawyer got the nose on the go.
So here we go.
I'm just guessing. I have no idea. I'm gonna guess 38.
Incorrect.
Ugh.
All right. So I'm just going to take this
trivia
right
question. This is the worst trivia question in the history of this program.
Yeah, that's really hard.
All right. I'm presuming state finals match. The first set, I'm guessing, was a close one. Within like 3-4 points. Lockport obviously took the dub. No, wasn't within 3-4 points. That's what I'm saying. This ain't gonna be good. I presume we just killed them. I'm gonna go with the lower score of 31.
Did they change? Time out. Did they change the scoring?
This is
in
a horrible
volleyball?
question. It's throw it out. Mraz is no longer allowed to help put questions in. Get rid of it. What was the answer? Decaire?
13.
13.
It
Well,
was.
they might have.
killed them.
It was probably not the same scoring system they use now.
That's
It's
what-
probably the old 15.
What do you go up to now? Was it 15?
No, now it's like 25, right?
It's 25 right now.
Oh, okay, so that's what I thought. Because when he told
This
me
guy.
15-9 and 15-4, I was like, wait a minute.
This guy. Stay in Florida. Does that mean Sawyer's our winner?
Should we re-ask it?
No.
So what do we do here?
We declare Sawyer our winner.
Yes.
The inaugural winner.
All right.
Let's make up a different volleyball one.
What's what?
Sorry, Marcos, you lose. That's the bottom line.
All right, so we are throwing that question out due to changes in the scoring system, which means that Sawyer, you are the inaugural
Yes.
Porter PrideFACTS trivia champion. Congratulations
So
to
proud
you.
of you.
Thank
So
you.
proud of
Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats. I went
All right,
sooner or later.
That concludes the trivia segment here. So we'll be back here in a short break to take a look at sport number 2.
All right, welcome back. We are on to our second of our top sports in 2019-2020. We are rolling with girls volleyball, who had a wonderful season despite that questionable trivia question that Coach Mraz just gave us. So, Sawyer, take it away. Tell us about girls volleyball.
Yeah, so like you said, they had a very successful season. And the first highlight is winning back-to-back regional championships since 2005 and 2006. And they went into 3 games, and the third set final score was 30-28, which is a very close game. I was actually at that game, and I was so nervous. And then the second highlight is getting third out of 24 teams at the Maine West tournament, defeating 2 teams ranked in the top 10 4A division. So that was good too.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go first here, Decaire. Things we like. I like the drama that regional championship had. We hosted it against Joliet West into the third set. There were a couple moments in there where it was like, oh man, that was fun, but we're not going to win. And then all of a sudden it would be like, oh, we're tied again. Holy cow.
Mhm.
And so the back and forth nature of that's what I liked. I thought that was pretty exciting. Decaire, what do you got? Girls volleyball.
Yeah, the things that I like are really 4 letters. TIDA, and that's tradition, integrity, dedication, and accountability. You know, that motto that Coach Mraz has brought to the program, but, you know, just a awesome history of being a powerhouse with girls volleyball in Lockport. You know, when Coach Hudson and I were students there, you know, Coach Hudson, Hall of Fame coach, you know, and then Coach Lang, you know, came in, did a great job, and you know, now, you know, recently with Coach Mraz, that program year in and year out is just constantly a presence in conference. You know, obviously the regional success this year. I wasn't at that game, but just seeing the highlights, you know, on Twitter of the celebration on the court with Elton rushing, like you said, the drama was just awesome, you know. So hats off to him and you know, that the program that he inherited before him. There's always been that competitive nature of expecting to win, and that's what the volleyball program does year in and year out.
Yeah, great tradition. Maybe we can get into that in a future episode a little bit more in detail. But what did the I stand for?
Integrity.
Integrity. Maybe that should apply to his trivia questions then, because
Yeah.
I'm a little
Practice what you preach, Coach.
questioning that one a little bit. Marcos, what do you got? Thoughts on the volleyball season from a student perspective?
Yeah, the season is just an Oscar-winning drama, basically. Not losing Leonardo DiCaprio, not winning an Oscar drama. More like The Shape of Water when it won like 15.
Oh.
That game I remember, if I can remember correctly, there was 2 calls in the end of the game when Juliet West was supposed to get a point. But they had violations both times. And that brought us up and that brought us down. We scored the points, and right then and there when that happened, we knew it was over. Because our girls, when they just get a little bit of room, they jump on it. And that's what they did. They are always hungry, and they are so exciting to watch. I was so hyped, jumping on the floor with the paddle in my hand. I was speechless. I'm speechless now still talking about it. So that's what I got to say about them.
What you have to say about it is that you are speechless?
Basically, yeah.
Interesting.
I was speechless. I'm sort of speechless now.
Sawyer, any thoughts?
Yeah, I was at that game too, and I just remember like closing my eyes because I was so nervous for them, and I wanted them to win so bad because they won last year, and I wanted them to win this year again. And I just know they're so hardworking because they start at the beginning of June and work all summer, like all day long. Like they have summer league games and everything. So it's just so amazing how they won again, and they just had such a successful season too.
Yeah, good stuff from our girls volleyball team, which was our second topic here on our first episode. Decaire, final thoughts? You got anything else for us here?
Yeah, no, just a great opportunity to, talk some sports. But really, I'm just excited to get to hear from, Marcos and Sawyer today, from the student perspective. Not just from the coaching aspect or the teacher aspect, but to hear from some of our student athletes, I think everyone demonstrating their Porter pride. So I'm really excited to drop this episode and to film some future ones, and just talk Lockport.
All right. Well, we want to thank Marcos and Sawyer for joining us on episode 1. Marcos, Sawyer, for your guys' consumption of where my Cubs World Series.
Yes.
Go Cubbies, baby.
Yes.
Depressed about that. But we will be right back here on episode 2 coming up soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, this is the only place you can get this kind of analysis on all things Lockport Porters. Right, Decaire?
That's right. Porter Pride. Porter Pride. Go Porters.
All right. We'll see everybody later.